Welcome to Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. I'm Dave Palumbo. Today is Thursday, February 25th, 2016, and let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. When your name's on the same list as Arnold, Lee Haney, Dorian Yates, and Ronnie Coleman, you know you're doing something right. This week, the only other member of the men's 5 Olympia title club released his first off-season update photo of the new year, showing his legions of fans around the world that King Phil Heath is spending his off-season getting back to the business of bodybuilding. If you remember back to his 2015 off-season, Heath admittedly was busy traversing the globe promoting his new supplement line, and many people wondered how it would impact his performance on stage. And despite the fact that he retained the title for an incredible 5th straight year, that win didn't come without criticism from people who wondered if he stretched himself too thin. But if he's locked in and focused on getting the job done this far out, the gift might as well start clearing room in his trophy case, because when he's at 100%, there isn't anyone better on the planet. While Phil Heath might be gearing up for another title defense, the man who was once considered his primary threat is preparing to take the stage next week under an entirely different pretense. Less than 2 weeks out from making his return trip to the Arnold Classic stage, Greene is on a collision course with what some are calling a make-it-or-break-it show for the eclectic superstar. If we put all the pageantry and the Olympic debacles of 2014 behind us and just get down to the brass tacks, we'll see that Greene hasn't captured one of the sport's major titles for nearly 6 years. And yes, he did have some other wins smattered in there along the way, but we measure greatness by a different barometer. If for whatever reason he doesn't win the upcoming Arnold, for all intent and purposes, we can start doubting his chances of ever winning the Olympia. And while that won't ever take away from the incredible physique, career, and impact that he's made since entering the game, it'll certainly be more than just a footnote on his resume. Fresh off a rookie season that included a handful of top 10 finishes, second-year women's physique pro Tanya Hooker is about to take the stage for the biggest contest of her young career. Earlier this week, Hooker posted her latest progress photos, just about 10 days out from squaring off against some of the best in the business in Columbus, Ohio, where she'll scratch, claw, and fight her way to make it into that top 10. Hooker may very well have some of the best arms and shoulders that we're going to see in the show, but we won't know how all the new improvements she's made over the offseason are going to stack up against her fellow competitors until the lights come on, the curtains draw, and the judges line up the ladies to do battle. We're always keeping our eyes open for new talent that might come along and have the chance to make an impact somewhere down the road. And with the Arnold Amateur just around the corner, now seems like it might be a good time to introduce you to Johan Karouani, also known as the Panther. The former Mr. France is just days away from heading back to the stage, where he'll be looking to make his stateside trip a successful one that ends with him bringing back a pro card to France. Throughout his career, Karouani has always been known to show up looking ridiculously shredded, and this time around doesn't appear to be any exception. But then again, this is the Arnold Amateur, where unknown future stars come out of the woodwork. Will Karouani be the next? If John Meadows gets any leaner, the next time he poses, he might rip a gaping hole in the space-time continuum. Earlier this week, Ohio's native son posted a completely nutty-looking progress photo with the cryptic caption, 212.8, letting the world know that he's locked, loaded, and ready to unleash all of that mountain dog fury on the 212 division. Although this year's Arnold 212 group isn't quite as deep as we've seen in the past, it certainly won't be short on talent by any stretch of the imagination. And when you hit the stage with that sort of conditioning, the sort of conditioning that Meadows brings, everyone else better up their game, because the judges love to reward hard work and freaky, gnarly muscle. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning, brought to you by Iron Mag Labs. Make your mark. Check out ironmaglabs.com today. I'm your host, Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions. And make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Hey guys, it's Stevie B here. If you like what you're seeing, hit the subscribe button below and never miss another RxMuscle show, segment, or update. RxMuscle is #1. Woo!